get it. So NFL jobs versus real life jobs are totally different. You know, um, I think once, not think, I know once you get fired from your real job, you're going to have to start over from scratch, basically. You know, from square one. You know, for these head coaches, offensive coordinators, GMs, you know what I'm saying? It's easy for them to hop on another team because jobs, job opportunities are always open. You know, like if Brian Dable, let's say hypothetically Brian Dable has another bad year, you don't think he's gonna get picked up as a OC? You don't think he's gonna get picked up as OC? Same thing with Joe Shane. Joe Shane, first time head coach. Now that he has an experience, now that he has experience under his belt, because he said that when he took this job, I'm still new to this, you know. So I just think that it's different. Like I just think that regular jobs, once you get fired, you can't come back to that job. That's like me working at Wendy's or McDonald's. Like once I get fired from that job, I have to look for somewhere. I have to look somewhere else. I can't work at that job. You know. We have players like Deshaun Jackson, like Hakeem Nicks that played for their respective teams and went back to the same team. Hakeem Nicks went to the Colts. He came back and played for the Giants. You know, Deshaun Jackson got drafted by the Eagles. He left, went to Washington, came back. Like stuff like that, jobs like that, they don't hold no morals unless you do something like totally, malicious. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see Odell coming back here ever again. Same thing with Brandon Jacobs. I think he spent like what 7 years here, 8 years here. Went to the 49ers, came back with number 34. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's different from the job era. It's different. It's different from what we do because like I'm contracted, right? I'm a contractor. So if I had lost my job, I can't work at the same job anymore. I have to find somewhere else. That's what people don't understand or don't seem to understand. Like job opportunities open in businesses like the NFL, the NBA, hockey, baseball. Jobs don't have that same morals in real life. That's why I say they can never lose their job. You know what I'm saying? Like they can never lose their job because once they lose their job, guess what? Brian Dable, if somebody's looking for an OC, not a head coach, but an OC, sign him up tomorrow. Like look at Pat Shermer. As soon as the Giants fired Pat Shermer, guess where he was? Now obviously he couldn't find no work in the NFL, but he had to go to college. Now he's an OC for Deion Sanders. So again, you can find work. You can find work in the NFL. But in the real world, you just can't work there. I'm not saying that you can't find jobs, but you just can't work at the previous job you worked at. Unless, like you're super tight with the supervisor or boss or whatever, they'll give you like a second chance. But it's rare that happens, you know. It's rare that happens. So, like I say, man, a lot of people have a lot to learn about the business of sports. Players, personnel, whether you're offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, special teams head coach, whatever, your job is never in jeopardy. Because you can always find a job somewhere else. So let that marinate through your head, and y'all have a good like, comment, subscribe.